Alright, so the plan now is to play one of the all of the characters perfectly as to achieve well, a situation where I can get any of the endings I want. And there are apparently 7 endings that are possible, and I achieved the worst one. Yay. So this is my attempt at doing a perfect run, or a run where most of them ends up with a wide spiritual barometer. It seems like there's some sort of glitch or something where Ellen's barometer just becomes very bright green and never becomes white. I don't know why, but that's just, I guess that's just how it is. So I attempted this before and started with Gorrister, and I found out, I think, that well, some actions count negatively towards your barometer, but I found out that actually looking at the psych profile also counts negatively. And I didn't know that, because I made an entire run of his with the guide I have here by my hand, and it ended up just green. And I want to do it right, so I'm gonna do it again. And this time I hope I'm gonna get it to white, and I won't be looking at the psych profile, because that fucks you up, I guess. So here we go.
Now, I would not want you to think for a moment that I am not a grateful God. For 109 years I've kept you alive, so that I could savor your feelings of guilt over what happened to your wife. But now, to show my kindness, I'll give you a present in return for all the hours of pleasure you've given me. I'll finally allow you to kill yourself.
What hellhole did that godless machine put me in this time? Looks like some kind of ship, but the floor's too steady. Probably wants me to jump overboard. And into what? A sea of razor blades? Painful, but not deadly.
Alright, so what we have to do here is look at the mirror, just to
This hole in my chest aches like a son of a
declare
bitch.
that, well, he's missing his heart. And look outside the porthole,
Too freaking cloudy.
just because the guide
Can't
says
see
so.
a damn thing.
And take the note.
Someone must have slipped this under the door. It says, I'm a friend. Trust is essential. Never do what Am expects, and always expect more than what seems possible. Am is playing a dangerous game here. And not just dangerous to you, but dangerous to himself as well.
But how do I know that that's not
Hey,
Am?
it disappeared. What
wrote
kind
that
of game
note?
is Am playing this time?
Yeah. Well, so we have to leave this room,
I've never seen anything like this in all the years Am's toyed with us.
and then we have to go into these 2 rooms and take the sheets off them.
All the cabins are alike.
Take this sheet and just use the book.
My
Just to
name's
look at it.
printed on the front of this book.
Right, and go in here.
Where's the crew? I'm all alone here.
And take the sheet. Right. So now we leave again, if I can find the door, it's over there. And we go to the next room that's over here. This one's locked. We can't go there
My
yet.
stomach's growling.
So he's getting hungry, but we'll do something about that in a second. First we go in here.
Where's the crew? I'm all alone here.
And then we take the pillow, because underneath
gun.
the pillow there's a gun.
It's heavy. Heavier than it ought to be.
And we need that for later. So we'll leave
My
again.
stomach's growling.
And we go in here. No, not in here. That was wrong. We just went there.
My stomach's...
Yeah, we go in here to the dining room.
Someone sure trashed this place.
Some kind of
been
fight
one hell of a
must
fight.
have been happening here. So we take a look at the
This
debris.
junk looks like it was knocked over in the fight. There's blood here and God knows what else.
And there's a vomit stain.
Stains. Near the punch bowl.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink that punch bowl.
Someone wiped their bloody hands here.
It's one hell of a fight. So we go in here, and it's the kitchen.
It stinks in here.
Finally, we can get some food, perhaps. We take the knife, and we take this fork down here. And there's a bunch of rats, so we need to scare them away with the knife.
Now that scared them away.
Yes, and take the bread. So the bread is full of rat droppings, but we don't care. We just need some food.
I'm no longer hungry, but I still feel empty. What's wrong with me?
All right, so let's look at this cookbook.
Here's a recipe for the milk of human kindness. Take the willingness to forgive and the will to be forceful. Mix the blood of innocence and the anger of the wronged. What kind of crap is this?
And so we also look at the bottle.
Strange. The bottle's empty.
Yeah, how odd. Maybe it's been used for something like punch, maybe. Well, so we go out again, and we go down here.
Christ, what a stench. It smells like piss, rotting meat.
And we take this milky fluid. We don't know what that is. Well, actually we do. It's the byproduct of these animals being
God,
tortured.
I'm killing those poor creatures in the cages.
Yeah, and we had to do that to get this key. It was behind some sort of glass.
Blood of these poor creatures is on my hands.
Now we feel dirty, so we have to go and clean our hands and wipe them on the
I've
tablecloth.
washed my hands of the past.
Yes, so now everything is well. Alright, so now we need to land this sucker. We go back to the engine room. And let's stop the engine. And we know the engine doesn't work well with a fork in the machinery, so let's just do that.
On the fork short-circuited the engine wiring.
Yeah. Alright, so now we go back. So the engine is not working anymore, so we're just up by air, I guess. And let's go up here to see what's up here.
Big gray bags of gas. I must be inside an airship.
Yeah, we're in an airship. So we can see there's some stitches down here. Let's use the knife on those.
I've ripped a new hole.
And we can go out there.
No doubt about it now. Am has put me on an Iron Zeppelin. But why? Why would he give me a chance to escape?
Yeah, well, Am likes toying with people, so we need to
These
combine the two
make a
sheets.
halfway decent rope.
So we have some rope, and use the rope with the mooring ring, so we can go and get our heart.
This no-good heart of mine doesn't beat anymore.
Also, so we would like to have the rope again, so we take the knife and cut it off and go back. Now, let's land this sucker. We do this by relieving the air
Gas
from
is
the
rushing
airship.
out.
By cutting only 2 sacks. If any more is cut,
Something feels different.
the airship will crash and the scenario will end and we will die. Am will reset it.
We landed. But where?
Alright, so now we go down the hatch.
Some roadside honky-tonk with my name on it.
And we go inside to look.
Dark and grubby, but somehow familiar.
Well, so we need to listen to some music, why not? Important note here, look at the first 2. Those are important. and the fourth one can be listened to as well, but don't take the third one because that'll put you into a negative mood.
He
So
took my baby away, then just about killed her. That stupid truck driver. He took my baby away.
That shrill voice can only belong to that bitch Edna, my mother-in-law. She's always blamed me for Glynis being put into an insane asylum. Why not? It was my fault, wasn't it?
yeah, sure, let's just blame ourselves.
You don't ever take me dancing.
That's what Glynis said the night we fought.
I mean,
Oh God, why'd I have to hit her? I'd rather kill myself than hurt my poor Glynis.
no, that doesn't sound like a happy relationship. No, some nice music. Well, right. So now we go out here.
Well, Gorrister, you've seen better days. So has the big machine, for that matter.
And there's this jackal. And if we know anything, it's that you can't trust the jackal, right? But let's try and talk to him.
What are you?
I'm man's best friend. One of them, at least.
Well, that's dogs. You're a jackal. So just exhaust all dialogue
No.
with him.
What are you, really?
Let me answer with a riddle. Today I saw a Chinaman.
Chinaman.
Now, what do you suppose that means?
That means that you work for the Chinese. I believe the story is that these agents that are inside these scenarios are other supercomputers, two others to be exact, a Russian one and a Chinese one. They are working to destroy M, I believe, but yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad, because then you just have other supercomputers in power, but M is pretty insane, so, well, it's a lose-lose situation, I guess.
You're Am, playing with my mind again.
No, but I do have an in with the big machine. He and I are like brothers.
Why can't you give me a straight answer?
Like so many others down here, I'm cursed to speak in riddles. We all have our curses to bear. Eh, Gorrister?
Yeah? What's my curse?
After 109 years in the belly of the beast, I'd think you'd have a gut instinct by now.
Look, I'm getting tired of your smart mouth.
Come, Gorrister. Forgive and forget.
Where do you come from?
Here, there, everywhere.
So you must know what lies across the mountains.
Freedom for some. If they're cut out for it, it's a long journey across the desert.
Yeah, we don't want to go there.
That desert doesn't look any worse than the other hellholes Am's cooked up for us.
Heed my words, Gorrister. You'd never make it alone out there. And don't expect me to be a good doggy and tag along.
What do you want?
I have a craving. A craving for something scrumptious. A human heart, perhaps. Yours.
This sounds dodgy, but,
I am not gonna give you my heart.
No? Too bad. I was going to tell you how to get across the mountains in exchange.
but you should give him your heart. Right.
I think I'll save this delicacy for later. You want to get across the mountains? Go to the restroom and flush 3 times.
Another riddle. Right.
I've got nothing more to say to you.
Alright, and there's a shovel over here that is practically invisible, but take it.
Be careful where you use that, Gorrister. I like to know where all the bodies are buried.
So, we have a shovel. Now we have to go back.
That's Edna's husband, Harry.
And let's try and talk to Harry, because he is just sitting there and looking very somber and thoughtful.
Harry, how did you get here?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
Oh, really?
What do you know about the desert?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
Huh?
What's this about a thunderstorm?
You know, it's a big
Oh.
place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
Alright.
Talk to you later.
So, take the whiskey we have here and talk to Harry again. and pour him a drink so
pour you a
that
drink.
it loosens his tongue.
Harry, how did you get here?
The Zeppelin, Gorrister. We came on the Zeppelin.
Right.
What do you know about the Zeppelin?
You'll have to talk to Edna. She knows all about the Zeppelin. That's why we did it, you know.
What did you do?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the
jeez.
horizon.
So you have to keep him
Let me
liquored
pour
up
you a drink.
before he
What
continues
did
to
you
talk.
do?
You know, Gorrister. You've been to the dining room.
What happened in the dining room?
I shouldn't have let her force me into it. I'm not a murderer.
Murderer.
Who did you kill?
Didn't look at the wreckage in the dining room too closely, did you? Or haven't you had to take a leak yet?
And just where is my dear mother-in-law?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
I keep
Let me
forgetting.
pour you a drink.
I'm sorry.
And just where is my dear mother-in-law?
I don't know. Good God, I can't stand the sight of her anymore.
She sounds
Can
horrible.
you imagine being kept alive for 109 years just to hear her carping?
Well,
Whose heart was impaled on the Zeppelin spike?
Why, yours, of course. How'd you think we got here?
well, he's
Talk
got
to you
nothing
later.
more to say. So,